Hello, fellow time travelers. Mr. Bob here, and I'm just stopping by to thank you all for tuning into the show. It's been a huge success already. So if you enjoyed an episode, don't forget to leave a comment, like and share the episode. And please, tell your friends and loved ones how they too can time travel along with us. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Mr. Bob here, and just wanted to thank you all again. And now, on with the show. My goodness, it's hot. I can't wait to get inside and sit in front of the air conditioner with a tall glass of iced tea. Oh, man, there goes Tom. He's been complaining about that old fridge of his forever. I guess he's finally had enough. Hey, Tom. You picked a heck of a day to move that thing.
Hey, Mr. Bob. Yeah, the new fridge is coming tomorrow, so I have to get this hunk of junk out of here.
You okay doing it by yourself, or you want some help?
No, I got it. I just need to get the right angle on it.
Well, this thing looks like it hasn't seen daylight since the Nixon administration. But even with all the rust and the grime, it's still marvelous. Think about it. A machine that can remove heat from the air that sits right in your home.
Yeah.
You know, people have been cooling foods for longer than you think. The Romans used to collect ice and snow from the Alps, and they'd use it to chill their beverages and make desserts. I wonder if the Romans had ice cream men, too.
Maybe if I tilt it back more here.
Actually, why don't we find out now? Let me just adjust my cane to make the trip.
All right, almost got... Wait, what did you say? Mr. Bob, look out!
Oops, looks like we gotta go now!
You are listening to The World According to Mr. Bob, a historical fiction educational podcast based on true life events. Some sounds and language may be inappropriate. Listener discretion is advised.
Wait, what? What happened to the fridge? Where is it?
A better question is, when is it? I didn't have the time to punch in anything, so it defaulted to the last place and time that I traveled to.
So, when are we?
By the looks of the display, I'd say we're back in 1929.
What were you doing back then, or I guess back now?
I had to look after some investments. But that's not important right now. I have to get us back to the present.
Well, actually, I wouldn't mind taking a break. This weather is a lot nicer than what we had in the present.
If you say so, Tom.
Hey, an ice cream truck.
Oh, wow. That's not an ice cream truck. That's an ice truck.
Whoa, look at all that ice. What's it for?
What did you think they used before electric refrigerators, Tom? In the last half of the 19th century, many families had ice boxes. They looked like a regular wooden cabinet, but there was a compartment on the top for ice and one on the bottom for food.
Wouldn't the ice eventually melt?
Oh, of course. That's why most units had a tank that would collect the water that could be emptied with a tap, while most had a pan underneath that would have to be emptied every day.
I guess that means there would need to be someone to deliver the ice regularly, too. But where do they get ice in the middle of the summer?
Well, let's find out. Hey there, how you doing? I'm Mr. Bob, and this is my friend Tom.
Hiya.
Hey there! I'm Ferdinand, but folks call me Ferd. What can I do you for?
Well, we wanted to know, where do you get your ice from?
Well, in the past, it all came from frozen lakes and ponds. During the winter, ice cutters from Maine to Minnesota would cut blocks with saws and ship them out.
Ship it where?
When they started doing it in New England way back, the country was still new. From Boston, they sent it down to the Caribbean and then eventually all over the world.
But wouldn't it all melt before it got there?
Oh yeah, it definitely melts. If you stack it and pack it tight, it can last a long time. Even longer if you pack it with sawdust. That's what they do when they store them away in ice houses too.
So did this ice come from New England or somewhere closer like the Poconos?
This? Nah, this came from the plant this morning.
The plant?
Yeah, cutting up frozen lakes is on the way out now. This ice was made at the plant. They got these pools that freeze the water with electricity. It's crazy. I'm not really sure how it works though. If you want to know that, you should talk to Mr. Ludlam across the street.
Oh, is he a scientist?
He works for General Electric. An engineer of some kind. I don't know. All I know is that he was really excited to tell me he wasn't going to get ice delivered anymore. He's got one of those new fancy electric ice cabinets. Looks like it has a battleship turret on the top. Silly looking if you ask me.
Wow, a monitor top. We'll have to check it out. Thanks, Bird.
Don't mention it. It was nice talking with you fellas.
So what's a monitor top, Mr. Bob?
The monitor top was the first at-home refrigeration that was made for the average consumer. It was called the monitor top because the top of it looked like the gun turret from the USS Monitor.
Oh, okay. But do you really think this guy is gonna let two complete strangers into his home to check out his fridge?
Doesn't hurt to ask.
Hello, can I help you, gentlemen?
Hi, I'm Mr. Bob, and this is Tom. Bird the Iceman told us about your new...
My new refrigerator? Of course, yes. Please, come right on in.
I don't know what I expected.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I've forgotten my manners. I'm Ned Ludlam. I'm an electrical engineer at GE.
So you'd be able to give us the lowdown about this machine.
Absolutely. Here she is. Isn't she a beauty?
This is a refrigerator? What is it made of?
100% American-made steel.
I love the legs on it. It makes it look like a regular piece of furniture. Did you help design this?
Oh no, this is all the brainchild of Christian Steenstrup. I've met him a few times, but he's a Dane, and his accent is so thick, I can barely understand him.
So how does it work?
Right, it all works off the same principle of the ice in an icebox. The ice saps the heat out of the air inside, and the cool air chills the food in the box. Simple thermodynamics. Instead of using the ice, however, a refrigerator uses a liquid that can evaporate to absorb heat. It also keeps the liquid in a series of coils on the top, here, so it can be recycled over and over again.
Okay, but why does it need electricity?
It needs power to run the expansion valve and the compressor. The expansion valve lowers the pressure of the refrigerant, so when it comes through the coils, it evaporates and takes the heat with it. The compressor then takes the warm gas and increases the pressure and turns the refrigerant back into a hot liquid. When the heat is dispersed outside of the cabinet and the refrigerant is cooled down, it goes back through the expansion valve and it starts all over again. Just feel that cool air.
Boy, does that feel good. How much did this cost?
A humbling $525.
Would you happen to know how much that would be in the present off the top of your head, Mr. Bob?
Probably about a little over $9,000.
Yikes, for that much I'd stick with the Iceman.
Well, I'm paying in small installments like most folks. GE wants the average Joe and Mary to have one in their kitchen. And besides, the money I've saved on food has paid in dividends. Believe me, I'd have to go to the grocer's every couple of days if I wanted fresh produce. Now I only go about once a week. Oh, you'll get a kick out of this.
Wow, a steak.
Would you believe I bought this thing 3 days ago?
Well, yeah, actually, I can.
Tom, you've got to understand. If someone bought meat back in the day, they'd always cook it that same day. They wouldn't even chance leaving it in an icebox. So it actually is a big deal. Act more surprised.
Got it. I mean, wow. I would have never thought. That must be so convenient.
It is. The butcher thought I was crazy for buying such a large cut of meat in this heat, but I can stick it in the fridge for when I have company tomorrow.
Well, Ned, thank you so much for the tour of your marvelous machine here. We should get going now.
Oh, it's always a pleasure to show people the wonders of modern engineering. So long, Mr. Bob. Farewell.
I've set my cane to send us back to the exact moment we left.
Wait, we've been so caught up in this time travel trip that I completely forgot about my fridge. It's still falling on us in the present.
Well, it's certainly falling, but on the other side of the street. But if travel takes us back on this side of the street, we won't be in the way.
Whoa! That's some smart thinking. Thanks, Mr. Bob.
No problem. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a date with some iced tea and my AC unit.
Do you mind if I join you?
Not at all, Tom. But what about your fridge?
It's not running anywhere.
The World According to Mr. Bob is produced by Bob Staniszewski and Adam Staniszewski. Recorded and mixed at Crooked Lane Sound in Cherry Hill, New Jersey by audio engineer and sound designer Adam Staniszewski. Episode number 7 of Season 3 was written by Daniel Latch and is titled Refrigeration. It features Brett Slavin as Tom, and James Berardi plays Ferd. New this season is Mr. Bob's Instagram page. Go into the studio and watch highlights from a Mr. Bob voiceover recording session, and also see photos of the actual locations of where Mr. Bob's episodes take place. Find and follow The World According to Mr. Bob on Instagram. But don't forget about The World According to Mr. Bob Facebook page and YouTube channels. Subscribe to those as well. Mr. Bob's graphics were designed by J.R. Farrell at Promotional Graphics in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. Our video editor is Daniel Latch, at Dan the Latch on Instagram. The theme songs were created by Doug Maxwell and Ease Jammy Jams. For a full list of character and musical credits, please check out our website, theworldaccordingtomrbob.com. If you'd like to advertise or sponsor the show and reach thousands of Mr. Bob listeners worldwide, please email us at worldofmrbob@gmail.com. I'm Danielle Byrne, announcer extraordinaire. Thank you for listening, and please tune in and download the next exciting episode of The World According to Mr. Bob. This has been a Moon Ranger production.
This episode of The World According to Mr. Bob is brought to you by Moon Ranger Productions. Looking for the perfect place to showcase your brand? At Moon Ranger Productions, we don't just produce great podcasts. We create immersive audio experiences that captivate audiences. Whether you're launching a new product, building brand awareness, or reaching a dedicated listener base, we can help you connect with engaged listeners from around the world who trust our content. Join with businesses that have taken their message to the next level with Moon Ranger Productions. Advertise with us, and let's make your brand shine. Visit moonrangerpro.com to get started today.